As the COVID-19 pandemic continues and we prepare for another surge in cases, adults are not the only ones experiencing fear and uncertainty. Today, we are talking with Dr. Stephanie Hansen, a pediatrician at Sanford Health, to maybe help parents figure out how to, we are struggling sometimes and it's hard for us to know how to lead our children. We're talking a little bit about emotions.
Yeah.
How do we deal with our kids? Well, how do we know, number one, if they are struggling? Because sometimes they show things differently.
Yeah, that's a great question, and I think we're all in a situation right now where we're maybe feeling a little bit defeated or anxious or uncertain about what's to come, and that includes our kids too. I think it's important for us as parents to really, first off, give ourselves some grace. There is not a roadmap out there to show us what to do in this situation, and we're going to have times where our emotions are running high or we're feeling a little bit unsettled. So, first off, just give yourself a moment to really understand your own emotions and how you're processing what's happening. Then, when you're feeling ready, I think it's really about showing your kids, how to moderate what you're feeling, how to focus on gratitude in your life, what's going good for us right now, and setting that tone for our family. We talk about this a lot, but it's our job as parents to really be the leaders of our household and kind of set that emotional tone for how we're handling stress.
I don't want to get into the mask debate, mask or not mask, but let's talk about the fact that, it's happening.
Right.
And our kids are in schools and they're hearing, whether it's from their parents or on the news, they're discussing it. I feel like my kids are way too young to be talking about the politics of masking, but
Right.
It's happening.
It's happening, right. And regardless of your own, personal viewpoints on masks, we will have situations where they're required or where they're mandatory. And that includes for our children as well. I think, talking to your kids about, what a mask can do, how it can help protect them and other people, really setting that stage, setting the expectation as a family and really talking ahead of time and saying, in this situation, we're going to be wearing masks. So I expect you to wear a mask. I'm going to wear a mask, really talking about it in that way. And really, I think, too, just modulating your own emotions around the situation and just showing it in a very matter-of-fact way.
Resilience is a word that comes up a lot when we're talking about emotions and it's just kind of where we are right now. How do we help our children?
Yeah. Resilience is a great topic and it's so important, I think, for kids to develop that skill. And that's not just bouncing back from hard times, but it's really about how do you handle stress? How do you handle adversity? How do you adapt and grow in that situation? And I think working on that in ourselves first is the way to model that behavior for our kids. So showing them the positive, showing them, how we can rely on each other for support when we're struggling. Those are the things that are going to help kids to thrive.
Is it all right for kids to see us stressed out?
Yes.
We don't have to hide our tears?
No, it's important for kids to see your normal emotions too. So you don't have to put on a brave, chipper face for everything, but just showing them that it's okay to cry when things are hard. It's okay to feel stressed out, but then also demonstrating healthy coping skills in the face of that.
Right. We all need some coping skills and we can do that, work on that together. I feel like sometimes I talk to my kids and they have better advice than I have for me than I'm giving them because they just see things in a different way. Any other advice that you would give to parents during this kind of crazy time?
Yeah, if you really think your child is struggling with anxiety or depression, so they're withdrawing from you, if they're struggling in school, if they're not sleeping well, it's important to reach out to your pediatrician and there are resources to help in this situation. We've got great therapists in town. Your pediatrician can be helpful to you, so really reach out.
Mental health in our kids is very important too. So kind of know the signs, have those discussions. We'll get through this together.
Yeah.
Dr. Hansen, thank you so much for coming in. Stay with us. Coming up next, Jeff from The Cutting Edge is back. Just a few days left of his huge September diamond sale.